Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, GM Potter here. Welcome to my channel where I review books and bookish things. I try to upload on Thursdays. It won't be every Thursday, it'll be alternating Thursdays from now on. But I review books and bookish things, and in videos like the one today, I talk about my life. So, let's get into it. A while back, I posted a message that I would be quitting YouTube. I did quit for a few months. I didn't even think about it. And things got worse health-wise. Not because I had quit YouTube, but just the everything that was going on. And I ended up having to resign from my day job. I left on good terms because it was for health reasons. And honestly, I missed YouTube. I missed talking into the void, I guess, about books and about what I'm thinking about books and what I'm reading. So, moving forward, instead of doing every week and alternating Tuesdays, because that was getting to be a bit much for me health-wise, I'm going to be doing alternating Thursdays and with additional videos here and there if I'm feeling up to it. So, the big news is I finally got a diagnosis after 2 years of being bounced from specialist to specialist and being told that I'm making it up and being told that there's nothing wrong with you and being told that, well, are you sure it's not just your period, and like all sorts of BS like that from different doctors. I finally found one who not only believed me but knew what he was talking about, and through an amazing bout of luck happened to specialize in what is actually wrong with me. So I finally got a diagnosis of POTS, or postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Basically, I have low blood pressure and low blood volume, and my heart can't keep up with keeping blood circulating through my body. So it's an increased heart rate of at least 30 beats per minute or more within 10 minutes of standing, which in my case makes me very lightheaded and makes me prone to passing out. Not everybody passes out, but that pre-syncope, which is that feeling where you're about to pass out, or syncope where you actually do pass out, shortness of breath, palpitations of the heart, chest pain, low blood pressure, gastrointestinal issues, headaches, brain fog, fatigue, blurred vision. My vision, I actually get like little spots in it when my heart rate gets too high, and it'll actually kind of narrow. Like, it's like it goes black along the edges, and then what I can see in the middle gets very blurry in my case. Dry eyes and mouth, muscle pain, and weakness. Sometimes when my heart rate is not good and I don't listen to my body and I try to stand up or walk anyway, I get what I call baby deer legs. Like, imagine that scene in Bambi where the deer is trying to walk on the ice and just not stable, very shaky, very falling downness. Cold hands and feet. I've had many doctors, nurses, med techs remark on the coldness of my feet, especially because I have bad circulation. Skin flushing, going to the bathroom a lot to pee, like people with POTS tend to be dehydrated because our body's not holding on to water very well. So that's what's wrong with me. I am on a treatment plan that involves medication, gentle exercise to try and build up muscles and things like that. So I've only been on that about 2 weeks, but I'd like to think it's helping. I also have these lovely compression socks that are, some of them are cute, but the cute ones don't work as well as the more ugly ones that I have that work a lot better. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how I progress with things. Hopefully, I'm hoping that I get better. Not everybody does. So essentially, there's 3 ways that this can go. Number 1 is I stay the same as where I am now, and I don't get better, but I don't get worse. Number 2 is I get a lot better. I make a vast improvement, and I feel a lot better, and I'm back to my old self, and I'm able to do things. And number 3 is things get worse. hoping for options 1 or 2. Obviously, I'm hoping more for option 2, where things get a lot better. But I'm trying to be mentally prepared for option 3. So, we'll see. I have what I like to call my horizontal time, where I'm not necessarily sleeping, but I'm laying down and I'm resting. A lot of times I can't spend more than 45 minutes in front of a computer or a screen, so it makes watching television very hard. I tend more to listen and work on something, like work on my planner or crochet or something, and just listen to what's going on. So I haven't been watching as many foreign films or anime, because I like to read those, and I can't right now, not for any reasonable length of time, which it sucks. So that's what's going on with me health-wise. As far as more positive news, I do have some exciting news. My book came out, so I'm really proud of this one. I think my writing has matured. I think there's a lot more story. I'm really proud of it. It's available on Amazon. I'll link it down below if you're interested in reading it. I always link my books down below. If you're interested in reading any of those. It's also available on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, if you're interested in reading it, it's kind of a superheroes, anonymity is a mutant's best friend kind of a feel, but no, it's basically in the early days of superhero-ness, and they have powers. Like different people have different powers, and running through the people with powers is this malicious, controlling force that I call the voice, that it's kind of like intrusive thoughts on steroids, that tells you to use your powers for ill instead of for good. And so that's where the story goes, and it follows a super named Cassie, and she's trying to find a teenager named Dree who just came into her power and has given herself over to the voice, and she's trying to find her before she attracts too much attention and gets the government involved. So I think it's fascinating, it's dark, it's gritty, it's a little different than my last book, which was Harmony Coxcomb, Witch for Hire, which was more lighthearted. This one I let my darker self run wild with, and I think it's really good. I've heard from other people that aren't my mom that it's really good. So it's a universe that I might go back to, so we'll see. And I'm also writing another book. This one's a little interesting. This one, actually, the zero draft I wrote when I was 14. I have my original manuscript here. It was just over 2,600 words, so it was novella, long short story, short novella length, and I am reworking it into something good. Reading this, I have no doubt that my writing has gotten better. It's helped with some of the imposter syndrome, but I have my universe notebook that I'm doing my character interviews in, and I'm doing all of my plotting. This one is a romance, like a true romance, not a story with romantic subplots and elements, but an actual romance novel. Working title is Vivienne and the Vampires, so we'll see how that one comes together. I'm having a great deal of fun trying to correct my former self and trying to make it into something worth reading. And as you can see behind me, I've been sewing. It's something that helps keep my mind sharp. I have, that here is the project that I scrapped, and then, which is that one. It's kind of a Regency dress. It'll have a dark green bodice, and then I cut up a bed sheet for the skirt, which has mushrooms. I'm going to cut out some of the mushrooms on some of the scrap fabric and applique them onto the sleeves. So it's got puffy sleeves, and it's going to be fabulous. I'm so excited for this one. And then I'm making just some light academia, cottagecore kind of skirts, because I like wearing skirts. It's hard to find skirts that fit my body in a way that I like, in a length that I like, in a fabric and a pattern that I like. So working through on that, and I am not buying fabric until I've used at least half of my stash, which unfortunately means that this one has to be put on hold because I need muslin for the lining. I didn't realize that I needed a lining fabric, and I'm holding fast to my no buy, my no spend. It's in the bag behind me. It's in the bag behind me, and it's just put away for now because I'm not buying fabric. So we will see, because I have enough fabric. This mess under my cutting table here is, well, the pink tub is yarn, and then behind that everything else is fabric. So I have enough fabric. I don't need to buy more fabric, except I don't have the right kind of fabric. It's a thing. So I'm going to work on several other projects until I get through a good deal of my fabric, and then I will buy some muslin. That's the main things that are going on with me. I have a wonderful support structure in my friends and my partner, Stephen. They have made this whole thing more bearable. It's a lot of scary health stuff. It's a lot of not knowing and not being able to prepare for the future and all sorts of things like that. But I just wanted to come on and say, hey, how's it going? What have you been reading? Have you been reading anything exciting? Are there any books that are coming out that you're really excited for? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.